What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel. Today is going to be Google Ads with a small budget tutorial. And specifically, it is going to coincide with my podcast episode I just did where somebody asked me a question, can I run Google Ads with $20 per day? So this video will be about running Google Ads with a $20 per day budget to get started and times when you can do it and times where really it's just going to be impossible to make $20 per day work. So to quickly go over when you really can't use a small budget with Google Ads, if you go to your Google Keyword Planner, and you open the keyword planner, you can also find this information. A lot of other free keyword research tools release it. If you use the Keyword Surfer Chrome plugin, they actually will give you the cost per click for every single keyword that you search in Google. But what you can do quickly is you could say, I want to discover new keywords and I want to start with a keyword and just say, what is it that your business actually does? So for example, if I'm saying, well, I provide tree removal services. Okay, so I provide tree removal services, and let's just say we are based in the Orlando area. Okay, so we'll pick a random market, Orlando area, tree removal services. Now, what you want to do is you want to look at, okay, this is one keyword, this is another keyword. Let's scroll over and let's say, okay, so the average bid for these keywords is going to be around $10 to $15 at the very low range. At the higher range, what some advertisers are willing to pay is upwards of $30, $40, $50. So basically, a quick look at this would say a $20 per day budget for a tree removal company. Even if you're trying to run local service ads, if you're trying to run PPC ads, it's probably not going to be enough to really get enough data to really drive enough conversions to make your investment worthwhile. Does it mean you can't do it? No. It just means what you're probably going to get based on this cost per click is 2 clicks a day. Over the course of 30 days, that's 60 total clicks. Let's just say we even maximize it. You get up to 75 total clicks with great management. Even if you're converting at a 10, 20% rate, you're still going to be very limited in terms of the overall leads you're getting. It's maybe a lead every other day or every 3 days or every 4 days, depending on how well your conversion rate looks. So it's one of those where you can run it, and it's one of those, it might be profitable, but it's not really how Google Ads works. And ultimately what you're trying to do is figure out, how do I drive 10 to 20 clicks per day so that I could drive 300 to 400 to 500 clicks per month, 300 to 600 clicks per month. And ultimately, then I'll have enough data to really get in my conversions and optimize. So for something like this, even when it's kind of close, you really can't run at $20 per day. If you were to take something really expensive and just say like, a accident lawyer near me, and we're still in the Orlando area, so this is just in Orlando. So yeah, you really can. I mean, the low bid is 200. It's amazing how high these bids get for accident lawyers. So ultimately, that's the challenge sometimes. Like, if your cost per click is going to be prohibitive, then you really can't do this. Now, in a lot of other cases, you can. So if you're like in Orlando, and let's just say orthopedic care near me. So if we do get results and we look at what is, they're not going to let us do any health related. Okay, so we'll change to nail salon near me. But basically, if you own some type of salon, I would say day spas, med spas tend to be a little bit more expensive, although day spa is not that expensive of a keyword. But if you're saying, I have a nail salon, I want to run a $20 per day budget, I'm based in the Orlando area, we're just trying to increase foot traffic, we're trying to get new clients in the door, we're willing to spend $500 to $1,000 a month. Essentially what you want to do is you want to take keywords like this, nail salon near me, pedicure, nail shop, nail places, I guess nail places will work. Nail salon, manicure near me, nail spa near me. Take these keywords, look at the average cost per click is at the high range is $2. So we could easily drive 10 clicks per day. I would start with a very small set of keywords. You should not go in here and select all these keywords, copy paste, and target them. Find the best keywords. When I say best keywords, it means nail salon near me, pedicure near me, nail shop near me, nail places near me, manicure near me. These are all keywords with the intent of, I need to find someone to do my nails near me. Don't do beauty service near me and then send them to your nail page. So we're going to copy these, and then what you want to do is go over to your campaigns and you're going to create a new campaign. You're going to use a search campaign for this, and you're going to target those keywords. You're going to focus on leads. You're going to do call conversion tracking. So I have a lot of videos on my channel about how to set up phone call conversion tracking. I will put them in the video description for this video. If we click on continue here, you're going to run a search campaign, website visits, phone calls. Enter this here for your website. Click on continue, lead search for, continue, start new. So now once you come in here, what I would do is I would try to optimize for conversions to get started. Now, you do need to have conversion tracking set up. This is where hiring somebody to say, can you help me get set up with Google Ads, makes a lot of sense even with a small budget. If you say, can you help me set up conversion tracking and can you launch my initial campaign and then I will run it from there, not a bad strategy, honestly. So the challenge here is I would prefer to use conversion-based bidding. It may not work if you have a new account with no conversion history, but there are times where maximize conversions, this bidding strategy, will run if you're using phrase match keywords initially as you launch your campaign. I honestly think for a small budget, your better strategy is going the clicks route to get started. Keep it just like this. We can set a maximum cost per click bid limit. We already saw what the bids look like. So we're going to set this at $4. Now you're going to say, why are we bidding so high when the bids were $2? Well, if we spend our daily budget, we're just going to keep bringing this number down. But ultimately, when you're first launching, your quality score is still basically being calculated. All right, so we're going to have to hide these. I have to verify this account before Google shuts it down on me. Enter a location. So we want to target Orlando. Obviously, where you're located, this is where you want to target. You don't want to target the whole DMA region. This will make you go way too far around. If you're based in, let's just say you're in Altamonte Springs, remove this, say, let's set a radius of 5 miles. You could literally enter your address here. Since I don't have an address offhand, we'll say 5 miles around Altamonte Springs. And ultimately for a nail salon, this probably makes the most sense. Maybe even a shorter radius, maybe 3 to 4 miles. Most people are looking at a close place to their house, unless you're really highly rated, in which case you might not need ads. But 5 miles around Altamonte Springs, assuming that's where our office is. No search partners, no display network, no EU political ads. You can add audience segments to your campaign. So just select all here that come up, browse, or you could do a search here and just do like nail salon. There you go, manicures and pedicures. You have all sorts of different, so you could add all of these in here. It's not going to hurt your campaign to observe how those audiences perform. Over time, what Google is going to try to figure out is, do people generally perform better in this audience, this audience, this audience, et cetera, et cetera? And should we show the ads to those people more? Okay, so ad rotation, optimize, ad schedule. I think you could put all day for this. If somebody finds it if somebody's searching at 8 p.m., they're clearly not planning to go that day. And now you have somebody that's going to walk in the next day. Or if you have an online booking option on your website, makes it even easier. AI Max for search campaigns. We're going to turn this off for now. I've been using this more often. It's one where I may have definitely do some videos about AI Max and do some tests with it. Where will people go when they click your ad? So let's just find Orlando Nail Salon. All right, we have the Velvet Nail Bar. They probably don't need ads. They probably do a lot more than just, this looks very fancy. Final URL. All right, so we could skip this part. So you could put your final URL in here. This is where you're going to copy and paste those keywords that we had earlier. Of course, I have uncopied and paste them, but you could literally come in here and say, I want to do nail salon near me. If you do a quick search and say nail salon near me, you will actually get probably some decent keywords. So acrylic, nail care spa. Yeah, these actually aren't great. Best nail salon near me. This is also one of those things where you can enter 5 different keywords and you probably have enough if you have a very small budget. I actually would say you're better off doing something like this, and you're probably going to reach most people in what they're searching. If you're not getting enough out of this, you could start adding phrase match keywords or just continuously expand your keyword list. You could also come in here and say nail salon near me. We will copy this. We're going to update our keyword suggestions and replace all of them. Okay, so now we have new ones in here. Much easier. We should have done that from the beginning. See, nails near me is one I wouldn't do as much because people do go purchase nails at like CVS, I think. Pedicure near me, nail shop near me, okay, that's good enough. Manicure, we already have that. All right, so we have all our keywords here. I'm putting them in brackets because that makes them exact match keywords. We could also use phrase match keywords. I would highly advise against using broad match keywords with a small budget. It's really fully meant for larger budgets where you're willing to spend a little bit more, take some of the bad with the good that comes in with broad match, and it works for certain clients and it doesn't work for others. Final URL. So if we come down here, enter all of our ad copy. So obviously you would want to fill this completely out. You would want to put your phone calls here. So put your phone number here as a call asset. So just add a new phone number here. Now, if we scroll up to the top, final URL where your traffic is going. In this case, what you would want to do is if you have separate actual pages for some of these, so like pedicure, manicure type pages, you could always use different things there. This one does not. But if we come over here, very simple keyword list. Okay, for them, we could probably just send traffic right to the page we were just looking at. So that could be our final URL, all the different nail packages they have. Obviously, you want to set your display path here. So you could do nail salon, just set your display path, very simple. Add your phone call asset, fill out your 15 headlines. what I always like to do is you could do nail salon near me. You could enter the actual name of the nail salon. So if you say Velvet Nail Bar, we're not going to launch this campaign, but Velvet Nail Bar. So you could do this across all of these different headlines. Somewhere it's book an appointment online, if that's an option. Call today to book. Call 24/7 to book. This is a good feature to have where off hours somebody can call, make an appointment. Obviously, it can be an AI agent answering the call. It doesn't have to be an actual person at this point. So most people are pretty open to the idea that outside of store hours, if I'm talking to somebody or if I'm sending a message, I will hear back from them during store hours. If you're able to answer those questions at 8 p.m. and have somebody answer the phone, then great. So all these headlines, fill out your description lines, add your images. These are much better if you add actual images from your business. So inside pictures, if you have examples of final products, after you've done nails for somebody. So that's always a good one too. Business name, you'll want to add your approved name in here. Obviously update your logo. Sitelinks can go out to some of the different pages here. So coupons, about us, gallery, book now, contact us. Pretty simple for Sitelinks. Call outs, just selling points. So these are just quick business information, hours you're open, 5-star rated, any type of information like that could be useful for the end customer. Click on done here, and now we can really launch this campaign. Next, publish campaign, and you're basically ready to run it. The other option is to run a performance max campaign. Now, I personally would advise against that unless you have experience doing it. So if we go to our campaigns paused here, I have a Performance Max Google Ads consulting campaign that was optimizing for the purchase event on my website. This actually performed really well for a small budget and not really, doing a whole lot of optimization. So cost was $638. We actually had $798 in revenue from the campaign. So it was profitable even with initial spend, which not always often. This one, $263.52 over here, and over here only $34.99 in purchase revenue. But for Google Ads Consulting, it's another one where a small budget isn't really going to work. What I would need to do is come in here, set my budget to $100, $200 a day, and just say, okay, we're going to spend $5,000 to $10,000 on this campaign. We're going to be going after new Google Ads clients, and our goal is to land clients and understand what our customer lifetime value is. It could actually be very useful to run Google Ads if you're getting the right client in and you're able to keep them for long periods of time. If you're running Google Ads management, those types of very broad keywords, it's going to be much more difficult to land the ideal client. But if you're doing Google Ads for blank company, Google Ads for medical practices, and your whole entire business is geared around, we are the best at Google Ads for medical practices. We are the best at marketing for medical practices. We can do everything for you, and we're going to future-proof your medical practice. All of those things could be great ways to basically say, okay, we're going to increase our conversion rate. We're actually going after our ideal client. So when a dentist searches, we say, yes, we do dental PPC. When an orthopedic searches, you could say, yes, we do that too. So you're able to quickly kind of answer the questions that people have and say, yes, we do provide these marketing services, these advertising services. And ultimately, that could be done much better with a small budget than just saying, we're going to spend $1,000 a day on best web designers near me. Because ultimately, there's not really anything specific to that. And a web design project at this point could be 20 different things. It could be a law firm that's looking for a big new website. It could be an e-commerce company that's looking to do a complete redesign of their existing website. Or e-commerce company that's looking to basically build brand new, something huge on a platform other than Shopify. So there's a lot of different types of web design that people are looking for. So you're much better off in a Google Ads perspective, always looking at the actual keywords you're targeting. For a small budget Google Ads campaign, $5 a day, $10 a day, $20 a day, start with the highest impact keywords. So if in any case that you're really trying to target, if I said tree service marketing and we targeted that keyword, for example, ultimately this keyword could be a lot of tree service companies just looking for marketing ideas. And we want tree service marketing agency. That has 140 searches it's showing. If we scroll over here a little bit, we're showing $7.85 average bid. $7.85 up to $25. At $20 a day, we could drive maybe 1 to 3 clicks per day on something like this. And if we find additional keywords like this where it's tree service marketing agency, tree service advertising agency. Yeah, see, you want to avoid these. The tree service advertising ideas, Tree service digital marketing even is a little bit open. Tree service marketing company is a good one. I'm currently in the process of trying to actually rank for some of these keywords organically. And then the plan is to target some of these keywords with the company that I'm doing this with. So that is the goal long term. If you want to start with a small budget, the very first thing to do is look up what are the keywords that we could actually target. Keep a very limited keyword list, run a search campaign. I would start with exact match keywords until you get enough conversion data to really switch over to using phrase and really optimizing that way. Although, if you have a list of 10 to 20 keywords, like good keywords for what you're targeting, then there is a possibility to use phrase match. You just have to be very diligent within your search terms report. So this is Google Ads with a small budget, Google Ads with $20 per day. If you have any questions about it, please leave them in the comment section. Thanks for watching my video today, and make sure you subscribe to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel.